Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. Today I'm in the Z-46 and we're doing silver qualifiers. I'm up against the Heisen, the Hotaka, Pommern, Blucher, Z-46 and Jaeger. And with me I've got the Kitakaze, the Alaska, the Iwami, the Illinois, and the Jean Bart. Our Kitakaze, however, seems to be just sitting there at the moment, twiddling their thumbs and wondering what to do with their lives. They're clearly AFK, but hopefully they'll join us shortly. I've already managed to rack up 2 stars on this qualifier in the Mogador. And I'm planning on finishing the silver qualifiers in the Z-46, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. Now I'm on RPF. And I'm only running a 15-point captain, so I haven't got all the toys yet. So we're just going to feather it. The nice thing about this approach is I have options. I can go B or I could go C, and more importantly I can light the lines so that they'll see where the enemy fleet is heading next. It's all about spotting this position really. I'm trying to spot the enemy fleet whilst getting a cap. And you'll notice I'm being quite cocky and confident. That's because the Z-46 is a capper, which means with my smoke and hydro I can pretty much stroll into any cap in the game as long as there isn't a radar cruiser too close by. We will be keeping a special eye on that situation, but they don't have a radar cruiser, which is great. The Blucher does have 6-kilometer hydro though, so something to be aware of maybe later. There's the Hotaka. There's Z-46 is capping A. And something's capping C. That's probably their Jaeger, because he hasn't been lit yet. And you can see that they're spread out all over the place. Getting some good hits into the superstructure with the AP on the Hotaka. Gonna farm that unsaturated superstructure. And we got some torpedo hits on the Pommern. Honestly, the AP on the Z-46 is filthy. It really is. Now we're going to farm the superstructure of the unsaturated Pommern. Oh, I think he's saturated now, actually. Okay, those will be probably Jaeger torps. Probably. They're cruising through very fast. Yeah, Jaeger torps. And he caught the Illinois. Oh, joy. And there he is. Hello. Welcome to my hydro, which is about to wear off. Okay, now he's going to reload pretty quick. Jaeger reload times are very low indeed, under a minute, so something to bear in mind. So I'm being cautious. Okay, he's this side of the island. And it might be him that's running RPF, so he may have a 21-point captain there. And I'm not lit there, interesting. Oh no, there he is, moving away. Okay, now he would have probably torpedoed, so yep. Yes. So we're going to avoid those. Yep, we'll avoid those.
Torpedoes to starboard! Torpedoes astern!
If you're wondering what I was doing, I was using that island in front of me as a torpedo screen so that it would keep me alive. Now I think we can farm the hot Tarka for a bit. Hydro will be off cooldown soon. Yeah, I definitely think it's the Jaeger that's running RPF on me. There he goes. Torpedoing my smoke. How predictable. I do have hydro, mate. That's the nice thing about this ship. She gets smoke, she gets hydro, 5-kilometer hydro, no less. Decent AP. Fairly poor HE, but the AP makes up for it. And pretty weak torpedoes, but they reload fast, and you get 2 sets. So that's pretty good. Not as fast as the Jaeger, though. This ship is probably the ultimate hybrid. Probably. For its tier, anyway. Half expecting more Jaeger torps, so I'm being cautious. I'm just going to reverse into this cap. There they are. There they are. Are we going to catch one of those? Yeah, I think we're going to catch one. Okay. But they're Jaeger torps, so we'll live. And you can see the enemy team's in a right mess, so I'm taking more risks. They've lost half their fleet, so I think if we can take this cap, we'll go for a quick win. Oh, their Belushi just took out our Kitakaze. That's annoying. I'm hoping the Jaeger will get annoyed with me and come back at me. Smoke's coming off cooldown. Just over 2 minutes before I get hydro. If I had more speed, I'd chase him down, but he's only marginally slower than I am. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I thought I got that right. Aha. Okay, that's kind of annoying. And look where the Jaeger is. He's miles away. He's 10 kilometers up the map. But they've only got 3 ships left, so I'm not too worried about that. Lucia's low. There's a Pommern. He's gonna hydro me. Yeah, there's a hydro. So we need to move away. Use AP on that nice broadside of his. Should get some good damage. Look at that. Just like that, 6k. And there's another 2.5. There's the Jaeger. And we win in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, good game, good game. Good warm-up, good warm-up. Okay, and that's our 3rd star earned. Okay, top of the team. 83,538 damage gone, 62k from the main battery, 56k from AP, 21k from torpedoes, and 410 damage from floodings. Okay, and I had the 20% booster on, so we made 166,996 credits. That was a quick game. That was a quick game. Okay, let's go and do another one. Okay, this time we're on the map Riposte. We're up against a Rupert, a Duncan, an Alsace, a Blucher, a Kitakaze, and a ZF6. On our team, we have a Pommern, a Jean Bart, a Barget, a Michelangelo, and a Eustacia, and of course my good self. Michelangelo is an interesting pick. Very strong secondaries, but you can't angle the guns. You always give too much broadside. He does, however, have smoke and hydro, like myself. Which, of course, she's got smoke that moves with her, exhaust smoke. So, interesting pick. I would say quite a high skill ceiling for rank, but you know what you're doing. You can get results. Okay, the Eustacia is heading for C. I'm going to spot A and B. Something has me on RPF. Could be their Kitakaze, could be their ZF6, or could be their Blucher. You know what? That tells me straight away that they're going either mid or they're going to A. So I can expect to find ships here very shortly. Assuming they follow their destroyer or cruiser. Okay, there's a Blucher. Don't think he's got me on RPF. Because he's miles away. He would have our other DD on RPF, not me. That said, RPF isn't on me anymore, so who knows. Torpedo sign. Groups of 6, that's the Kitakaze. There's a Rupert. So Kitakaze's on B. There's only one destroyer that lays a torpedo pattern like that. Oh, and the ZF6 is here as well. Double prizes. And there's a Duncan just above me. So I'm going to try and ignore him. Because I think the ZF6 has made a mistake and he's trapped in my Hydra. So we're going to punish him. Yep. And of course reversing the entire time to avoid the inevitable torpedoes. Just about managed to stay on cap, so he's just about to get the cap. I almost floated straight off cap there, but whew, we got it. And they're a destroyer down. Now this Duncan. I've got the Pommern, the Barget, and the Michelangelo with me, so we're in a strong position today. Very strong, but we just lost our destroyer at C. Now you see what he did there? He pushed into 1, 2, 3, 4 ships, enemy ships without support. Don't do that, okay? If you see 4 enemy ships, run. Lay your smoke and run. Just get out of there. Smoke screen if you have to disengage and just get out. Live to fight another day. leave those there for the Duncan.
Torpedoes astern!
Those hit like a truck. That torpedo can one-shot me. Talking of which, my torpedoes can't one-shot, but Duncan torpedoes do about 26 to 29k a pop. But we managed to get 3 good hits into him and 2 floods, and he's flooding. And it looks like he may have repaired, so he's going to sink. Those are perma floods. Bye-bye, Duncan. Beautiful, beautiful. Where did those torps come?
I'll crush them all with my bare hands. Well done, Decepticons.
Okay. So now I'm going to move with the team up towards C. But we've got control. They're down 3 ships, we're only down 1. And our guys are looking pretty healthy. I'm probably going to have to give them a hand with the Kirikaze. My team is a cancer and you are immune to fires, cheaters. Easy win. Ha 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 ha, cheater. Oh dear. Okay, so Team Red are having a meltdown. Or at least that guy is. Yeah, okay. Alright. Funny. This is one of the reasons I quite often turn the chat off, if I'm honest. You just don't need to witness that kind of nonsense. Okay. Let me get some shells over the top. Anything to shut this guy up. Let's see. I can squeeze a couple of shells over the top of this. There's the blue shell. Okay, coming around the back. I think the guys have got him though. Is he literally going to push into a Pommern and a Jean Bart and an Abaji? I believe he is. I'm just going to smoke up so that he doesn't bother me. Well, he does have 6-kilometer Hydra. Okay. Okay, John Burt's got him. Did the Jean Bart get him? Yeah, yeah. Okay. And the Alsace is burned up.
Engine boost activated.
Okay, Kirikaze. So basically, all this nonsense in chat is because the guy had bad RNG, which happens in this game, unfortunately. It's nothing to do with cheats or anything like that. There goes the Kirikaze. It's everything to do with RNG, unfortunately. And if RNG isn't with you, so be it. That's what happens. Play Tetris or Minecraft if you can't handle it. Okay, there you go. Now we got 4 stars. We only need 1 more star and we are in the Silver League. Okay. So Michelangelo, gonna have to compliment you, my man. You played well. Promote the good, ignore the bad, right? 58k on the Duncan, 32k of that was torpedoes, and 22k, more importantly, was flood damage, okay? He flooded out. 20,000 on the ZF6 Alsace, 8k, 3k of that was fires, and the Kirikaze, 300 damage. Whoop-de-doo. 29k from the main battery, 7,000 from high explosive shells, 22k from AP, 32,000 from the torpedoes, 25k other damage, of which 22k floodings, 3k fires. Pretty fine stuff. I do like this torpedo boat a lot, as she's very flexible and she's a capper, and you kind of need cappers when you're qualifying because you need to win the match or do so well that you're top of the team to retain your star. Very important, that. So you need to be in a decent boat, and the Z-46 can do it all. Okay, so let's do one more and let's see if we can qualify. 2 wins so far. See if we can make it through. Okay, this time we're on Islands of Ice, and to make things interesting, It's arms race. Now, if we don't win this, I don't get into the Silver League, and I'll have to do some more, but that's okay. That's fine. Let's just keep going until I qualify. Okay, so I'm with a Musashi, a Delaware, a Alaska, a whatever, and a Velos. The whatever being that Russian experimental ship that's totally overpowered and shouldn't be in ranked. On the enemy team, we have a Delaware, a Pommern, a Buffalo, a Michelangelo, a Z-44, and a Jaeger. Interesting choice, a Z-44. I'm not sure I'd use a Z-44 in rank, personally speaking. It's a torpedo boat. But people do, so we'll see how it goes for him. I mean, the main thing is detectability. If you're going to use a torpedo boat in rank, you want to use one with a very low detectability, like a Jaeger or a Kagoro, if you're going off a tech tree, because they've got very low detectability. They can get very close to other ships without being detected. They're great spotters, and they all have smoke, so they tend to be reasonable cappers, except for the Jaeger. The Jaeger doesn't have smoke. But the Jaeger makes up for that with incredibly fast torpedoes and very quick reload, and of course 5.4 kilometer detect. I'm going to go for the damage buff, and it looks like the Velos is going for the reload buff. But buffs can get you killed, so don't go for the buffs in an arms race in rank purely to get the buff. Use them to trap other players, and if they make a mistake, punish them for it, okay? If it means you don't get the buff, but you sink one of their ships, that's more value than the buff was ever worth, okay? So bear that in mind. Buffs are just a bonus. Think of it like that. I use them to entrap other players, as a rule. I know what you're thinking. But that's how I've done so well, is because I think about things like that. I like entrapment. It's part of my gameplay. We've got a Michelangelo, a Jaeger, and a Pommern. So far, we don't know where the radar cruiser is, which bothers me. I suspect the Buffalo's on this flank. I suspect I'm going to encounter him very shortly, so I'm going to factor that in. Something smoked as well along the E-line. There he is. The Z-44 smoked early. Possibly to hide the radar cruiser. So I think there's a radar cruiser behind him. Okay, we're going to switch to the AP. There's the radar. And there's the radar cruiser. The Buffalo's come out to play. So he was screening a Buffalo. Okay, but the with a little help from my team, 8k spotting damage, that's a good sign. These guys can shoot straight, that's good. We take him down. And now I've just got to avoid the Buffalo and these torpedoes. And the radar's off me. And we did 12k for what, about 5k, 9k loss. That's okay, that's okay. Less than 9k actually, about 8k loss, that's okay. Because we took the destroyer out of the equation. He's gone. So much for the Z-44, right? I really don't recommend using them in rank, to be honest. There are better picks. Like this one, the Z-46. Okay, well, we're going to put some distance between us and that Buffalo now. And as you notice, I didn't get the buff, did I? But I did sink the enemy destroyer, and I also gave my team invaluable intel on where the enemy ships were. That's much more important than the buff, okay? So bear that in mind. Someone else can pick that up later. I'm going to move to mid. And I'm going Jaeger hunting, because Jaegers can be a pain in the ass. Pommern's looking fairly low. Buffalo's getting shot at. Our Musashi sees easy targets. He overmatches the Buffalo, and he can farm the Pommern hard on his superstructure with those 4.57s. So he's pushing. And I assume the Russian experimental ship will go with him too. Jaeger's here. There he is. There's a Jaeger. Unfortunate. He's very close to the Michelangelo. That's going to be a bit of a problem. So we're just going to leave some torps in the gap here. And avoid those. Put my speed boost on. There we go. Keep a cool head at all times. Don't want to get into range of the Michelangelo's hydro, but I do want to stay in the area. It looks like the Jaeger just moved into my torps. Did we get lucky? Yep. Yes, we do. Dev strike on the Jaeger. And it's looking good, isn't it, for the win? It is looking good for the win. I'm just going to smoke to disengage. Probably didn't have to do that, but I'm being hyper cautious here. You wouldn't need to do that, to be honest. I already was 6 kilometers away from him, so I had a feed tech. That said, gives me an opportunity to sit here and farm him for a bit. So we'll do that. Oh, he's vanished. And he's back again. Okay. So again, he's showing flat broadside, so we're going to use the AP to be able to get some good damage. As Awkward would say, I'm going for the off angle. I've got 6k, almost 8k damage. Yes, I've been playing Marvel Rivals and watching Awkward videos, and honestly, that guy is amazing. I love his commentary. Very good. So if you like Marvel Rivals and you want lots of good advice, go check out Awkward. His channel is very good for giving you solid advice on Marvel Rivals. I think we got this guy. I've switched to the HE as he was weaving around. Now I'm going back to AP to finish him off, but the Alaska got him. Otherwise he would definitely have been mine. Okay, so it's just the Buffalo and the Delaware left. Excellent. This has gone really, really well. Better than I expected, to be honest. And the reason I took the Z-46 is because it can handle any situation, and I literally mean any situation. It's got all the toys. You got smoke, you got hydro, you got speed boost, you've got reasonable torpedoes. Not the best, but they're usable. You've got very usable guns. She's a great ship. She really is a great destroyer. And a little tech tree miracle. I think she's underrepresented in the game. She's a hidden gem. Yeah, thank you, Johnny CB. You too, mate. You too. Good game. Good game. Okay, let's see if we can get a bit more damage down, maybe. Just the Delaware, isn't it? Why am I holding off? We should just riddle this guy with shells. It's the end of the game. Yeah. What's he gonna do? Shoot me? You can see, look how disgusting that AP damage was there. We fired 2 volleys, and just like that, we took it almost 8k of his health away. And we win. And we just qualify for Silver League. Yay! Haha! Just like that. Okay. And there you go. Top of the team was Masashi. He did one hell of a push, actually, against the Buffalo and the Pommern. So 12k total damage there on the Z-44. Let's see, the Jaeger, 9,514. That was all torpedoes. Kind of funny. 15k on the Michelangelo. And, oh, the irony, right? And the Delaware, 6k at the end, 6,814. So not 8k, 6,814. 44k total damage, 34 from the main battery. 27k with that was AP. 9k of that was torpedoes. Okay. And we got 20% credit booster on. Just under 250,000 credits made. And I was running the 800% Commander XP because I want to make this guy a 21-point captain because I think the Z-46 is very strong in rank. And we're going to have a lot of fun together. Okay, so 44,108 damage, total 99 shells fired. Right, let's have a quick look at the build. I'll show you how I built her. Just very briefly. We look at, let's see, yeah, look at the captain skills first. There we go. Okay. Options from here. I might take RPF next. I'm tempted to take the long-range guns, but you know what? I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe not. Stick to short-range smoker. Maybe take Superintendent, the extra smoke and extra hydro, and keep her at lower range, just for cap contesting and fighting enemy DDs. There's the modules. And that just leaves me to say thank you all very much for watching. And if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you.